So, what is the approach? Before even getting into the mainstream of homeschooling, let's understand the approach, the Montessori approach. So, as a teacher or a parent, what all should we do and what should we be trained before giving a lesson? It's not just like sitting with a child and giving a lesson. There is a specific way of giving them a lesson. So, let's get into it. First, we should observe the child and try to match their development level. If we do not do that, if we do that, the child will develop interest and improve. Have to find the suitable match. It is not easy. It's easy only if the child shows interest. If the child doesn't show interest, we can't put pressure on them. Again, be serious while presenting this lesson. For example, you are showing how to pour water from one cup to another. Don't be silly or don't do any silly action. Use no words or very fewer words. It might be any lesson you present. No words or very fewer words. If a child plays with the material, we should start going to a difficult level. They can even spend 25 minutes on a material or 0 minutes on a material. It all depends on their interest. Development of the child's mind takes time, just like the time taken for a butterfly to come out of the cocoon. So don't, again, in between, if you try to tap it, the butterfly will not come out, right? It's the same. More important than the child should be moving, learning very slowly. They should not go fast at all. They should be learning very slowly. They might be learning slowly, but within the age of 5, you will understand they will know so many things. And I'm going to show you throughout this whole video session of what all the lessons as a Montessori teacher will give it to the children. And I've been working as a Montessori teacher all these years, and I have experience with all type of children. The teacher should not correct the child, but only should direct them. Children know how to please the adults, so don't please give way for that. If a child's spirit is destroyed, it is like the toxins in their brain. They cannot come out of it. Again, don't stretch, don't put too much stress on a child. If we push our children to be what we want them to be, then we are spoiling their inner spirit. Just expose them, don't put pressure on them. Practical life is very important. I'll be showing lots of practical life activities because as of now, my little one is very small and she should be doing a lot of activity before getting into a real world of learning. Then 3-year old is very independent. The young child will do lots of things if the instructions are given properly and correctly and consistently. Don't keep changing the instructions. The 4-year old will look towards the older children as their model. And the direct aim of Montessori, what is Montessori all about? It's to develop the concentration, development of the mind, independence, and order in coordinating the muscles and brain. So each and every child will develop a sensitive period towards one particular thing. And it's very important for us to identify what is the sensitive period and teach that particular thing during the sensitive period. It may be just putting or being from one bowl to another using the two fingers. It's okay, absolutely fine. That is the sensitive period. They have an interest in small things. Sensitive period is like noticing even small things. Then show them the way, just show them the path. Don't walk with them on the path, just show them how to do. Don't do it for them. We as a teacher just make the environment, that's it. If homeschooling, make sure you are in a closed room with no toy distraction and only materials to concentrate. As a teacher, interaction between the child, environment, and the children is very, 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 very important. We should not be distracted by seeing mobile or talking to someone. The environment must be pin drop silent. The teachers have full control over the environment and they have to control themselves too. The teachers have no control over the child. As I said, you cannot force the child. The teachers should be camouflaged and only the children should exist in the class. Teachers can follow the child very well and find the proper match and make the proper environment for every single child. Every single child have special needs and we have to meet their needs. Give them more freedom to choose what they want. Do not control the child or do not scare the child. We should not remove the child or scold the child in the environment. This will disgrace the child. The child will have frustration or depression towards it. Children should be attracted and impressed by materials, so we should put in attractive trays. I'm not asking to put in a rainbow tray, but just some simple trays. Don't put anything in the environment that you don't want to use, that you don't want the children to use. The child won't go and choose the material that they don't want to use. Make sure the materials are presentable. Don't use rainbow trees, as I told, or lot of colors. Natural wood or plain colors is more preferable. That will not be distractive for the children. Don't be strict and control the children. That's again. So, as I said, the main aim of Montessori is concentration, coordination. So, single hand coordination, double hand coordination, independence, how they do things by themselves. The difference between the traditional approach and the Montessori approach is like meeting the children's needs. That's more important. Traditional teachers, they make things and they present to children. For example, they have a syllabus, they have a curriculum, and they present to children. Montessori is not the way. We do have monthly theme, but we don't follow a curriculum. We just meet the children needs. Leave them alone unless they are distracted. Let them be by themselves. Even if they're not doing any work in the library area, just reading some books, that's absolutely fine for 3 hours. They are concentrating. They are just digesting of what they have been doing from the morning. That's absolutely fine. For language, don't use lots of language in a Montessori environment unless and until you are teaching them some language. Usually, the Montessori environment is very, 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 very quiet. So, make sure that you are like that. And work of points of interest that attracts a child is usually touch, sound, and the feel of the corners. Make sure it's there. So these are few things that we should think about it. And the child might have lots of variation and extension. Again, don't force this child. Let it find by itself all the variation and extension. You'll be getting it gradually. I'm going to put lots of videos, so you'll be getting it gradually of what I'm coming to say. Then talking about the theory part. See you in the next video.